Welcome to Archangel Michael Says Daily, a channel dedicated to sharing divine wisdom, spiritual protection, and angelic guidance inspired by Archangel Michael. Today we will be talking about topic: a warning from your mother, someone you trust. Is hurting you? Stop. Don't scroll past. This moment is not a coincidence. Your soul did not lead you here by chance. Take a deep breath, because the space around you is about to change. The veil between worlds is thinning more than ever before, just for you, right at this very moment. A sacred whisper is echoing around your name. It began yesterday, a sound so gentle and heartbreakingly familiar, like a forgotten melody from childhood. This is not the wind, nor is it a phantom of a tired mind. This is the call of your mother, your departed mother. She has tried, oh, how she has tried to reach you. She has watched over you for days, calling your name desperately in dreams you forget as dawn breaks. She was the flickering candle on the altar when you lit a stick of incense in remembrance. She was the gentle breeze that brushed against your cheek last night as you sat alone in the silence. Lost in thoughts about life, you did not imagine those signs. It was truly her. She has been calling your name, and the longing in her call has been so intense that it has not only pierced through space and time, but it has also moved heaven itself. And heaven listened. God heard, and he dispatched his most powerful messenger, Archangel Michael, the general of the celestial armies, the wielder of the sword of light and the shield of truth, has been sent directly by God himself. His mission is not to judge, not to fight, but to be a messenger. He was sent to deliver a message that you, and only you, are destined to receive. The fact that you are reading these lines, that your eyes are following every word, is irrefutable. Proof that the angels have finally reached you. They have succeeded. Therefore, Archangel Michael and your mother, in a sacred, unified voice, are imploring you for one thing. Do not ignore this message. Do not treat it as just another random video on your endless timeline. You have overlooked too many divine signs in the past. You've dismissed the shivers as just the weather. You've rationalized the vivid dreams as a product of your dinner. You've thought the repeating numbers on the clock were mere coincidence. Your mother is pleading, with all of her eternal love, that this will not be another ignored sign. This message, if you listen with all your heart, has the power to bring profound peace to your soul, not just for today, but for the rest of your life. Promise your mother that you will stay until the very end. Before we go deeper, there is another urgent matter. When Archangel Michael heeded your mother's plea, she whispered one more thing, a request for the future. Please, tell my child to subscribe to this channel, because I will speak again. And the next time, the message will be even more urgent. Your mother believes in miracles. She is living in a world of miracles. And if there is any part of you that still believes, even just a glimmer of hope, you will want to hear what heaven sends next. This subscription is not for us, not for Archangel Michael. It is for your mother, for her love that is still watching, still enveloping, still striving every second to connect. See this not as a video, but as a spiritual appointment that you were destined to open. Have you ever wondered why you keep being drawn back to spiritual pages? Two messages like this one. Why you can't look away? It is because your soul recognized your mother's voice. Even before your conscious mind could catch up, your soul knows home. And right now, home is calling you. Now, let the words of your mother flow through Archangel Michael, no longer hindered by any doubt or distraction. He stands here, a presence of power and compassion, and through him, your mother's voice rings clear and true. The first and most important thing your mother wants you to etch into your soul is this: I never truly left my love. I never went anywhere. I was right there in your darkest and most difficult moments. She remembers vividly the night you cried yourself to sleep, your shoulders shaking in silence so no one would hear. You whispered through choked sobs, I miss you, Mom. Do you know, she was right beside you, sitting on your bed, her spirit hand stroking your hair, trying in vain to wipe away the hot tears streaming down your cheeks. That chill you suddenly felt on your back, you thought it was a draft from the window? No, my love. That was my presence, enveloping you in all my love. A hug from the other side. A hug I yearn to give you. You have spent years, perhaps a lifetime since she passed, wondering. You've asked yourself if she is okay. Is she at peace? Does she ever see your relentless efforts? How hard you've tried to make her proud. You've wondered if your small successes were witnessed, if your painful failures disappointed her. The answer from heaven, from your mother's own lips, is a resounding, overwhelming yes. A yes that shakes the heavens. Yes, my love, I have seen it all. I am seeing it all, and I know it all. She sees every drop of sweat, every sleepless night, every brave decision, every time you got back up after falling. And not only does she see, she is proud. Her pride in you is larger than this universe. Her love did not fade or disappear when she left the earthly plane. On the contrary, it only grew, purified and amplified in the light of heaven. It is no longer bound by a physical body, by worldly worries. It has become a cosmic force, a pure energy directed at a single target, you. And today, your mother has been granted a priceless gift. She prayed, she waited, and she was finally approved. That gift is the chance to speak with you directly, right now, through this sacred moment. Through this message, Archangel Michael has done his part. He has cleared your spiritual sky, using his sword of light to dispel all the dark clouds of doubt, fear, and sorrow, just so your soul could fully feel this warm light. The light of a mother's love. Your mother smiles, a radiant smile that you can feel in your heart. She continues through God's messenger. Tell my child that I still visit their dreams, but they forget upon waking. Tell them it was I who kissed their forehead last week while they were fast asleep. Tell them I have never stopped embracing their soul, especially in the moments they feel most alone. Do you remember that feeling like the familiar scent of your mother's perfume still lingered in the room, even though the bottle has been gone for so long? That sudden sense of peace that washed over you in the middle of a chaotic day for no reason at all, or a random song on the radio, an old favorite of hers, that brought tears to your eyes without you understanding why. That wasn't mere nostalgia. Those were all her efforts, invitations from heaven, messages that she is still here. And there is a secret you need to know. Last night, your mother visited your home. Yes. While you were deep in sleep, she was there. Do you remember the gentle breeze that made the curtains stir, even though the window was closed? Did you notice your bedroom light flicker strangely? Do you recall the moment your phone froze? The screen stuck at exactly to 11 a.m. Those were not random glitches. That was your mother. She was there, right in your room. She walked slowly, watching you sleep. She saw the worry lines on your forehead. Even in your slumber, she felt the sadness still weighing on your chest, an invisible burden you carry every day. She saw how you smiled for everyone during the day, but when you were alone, you still cried in silence, your tears soaking the pillow. Her heart broke to see it. She wants you to stop hiding your pain. She says, with infinite tenderness, tell my child to cry, to let it all out. Because in their very tears, I will wash their heart clean and pure again. And here is a promise. Tonight, she will come again. Prepare yourself. Around 3:17 a.m. When the spiritual window between worlds is widest, she will return. Even if you are fast asleep, she will leave a message, not in words, but in feeling. You might wake up with a strange warmth in your hand, as if someone just held it. Or you might wake up with tears on your eyelashes, but not tears of sorrow, but of release. Or you will have a strange dream, so vivid it feels real. That will be her sign. This time, please, do not dismiss it. If you wish to prepare for her visit, do something simple. Tonight, before you sleep, place a glass of clear water near your bed. Water is an excellent conductor of spiritual energy. If you can, light a small candle, even for a few minutes. If not, light a candle in your heart. Close your eyes, call her name, and say, Mom, I'm ready. That is all she needs. That is the invitation she has been waiting for. Now, your mother says something so sacred that Archangel Michael himself bows his head in reverence, and the other angels in heaven cover their faces at its greatness. She says, tell my child I never died. I simply transformed. I became the wind that loves them endlessly. I became the sun that kisses their face each morning. I became the moon that guards their sleep each night. I became the peaceful silence that embraces their heart when the world is too loud. I became eternity just for them. You never really lost your mother. You are just learning to feel her in new, deeper, and vaster ways. Her love is no longer confined to a body. It has merged with all things. She whispers, her voice like a distant memory, yet strangely clear. Do you remember I used to say I will always be with you? At the time, you thought I only meant for this lifetime. But no, my love, I meant for all lifetimes. For every version of you, for every timeline your soul chooses to experience, there is something you have forgotten, something all of heaven has been waiting to remind you of. Your bond with your mother did not begin when you were born in this life. It was woven long before, in a sacred place, a realm of light where souls meet and make promises to each other before incarnating. In that place, Your mother's soul looked into your soul and made a vow. I will go to Earth one more time, just to love you again. And she did. She kept her promise. She loved you so much. This love is interdimensional. It transcends all physical laws, all barriers of life and death. That is why Archangel Michael is still standing here, still watching, still protecting this channel of communication. Because when a mother's love is so strong that it echoes through the veil, all of heaven stops to listen. And here is what she wants you to know more than anything else. She says, her voice earnest, "Please, tell my child this. I never stopped being your safe place. You have searched for safety in the wrong places, in unworthy relationships, in the arms of people who do not truly understand you, in false silence, in the useless distractions of modern life. But your true safe place, your mother's soul, has been here all along, silently protecting you, ceaselessly, praying for you, lighting candles in heaven every time you felt like giving up. She has witnessed it all. She witnessed your worst nights, and she never judged. She saw you break down in the bathroom, the sound of the running water drowning out your sobs. She saw you pretend that everything was okay the next morning with a forced smile. She saw you type out a long, heartfelt message and then delete it, too afraid to send. She saw the nights you scrolled aimlessly on your phone for hours just to feel something, to fill the void. And she saw the darkest moment, when you thought, what if I just disappeared? And in that moment, your mother screamed to all of heaven, "Please embrace my child. Please protect them. They don't know how precious they are, but I do." Finally, she says something that makes Archangel Michael himself place a hand over his heart, a final promise full of authority and love. She says, "Tell my child this. I will be there when you take your last breath. I will be the one holding your hand. I will be the one to walk you through. And you will not be afraid, because the first thing you will see on the other side will be me, smiling, waiting with open arms. That is my promise. So you can't stop being afraid of the future. You can't stop being afraid of death, because it is not an end, but a reunion." Archangel Michael shifts his energy. His light becomes gentler, more healing. He looks deep into your soul, and through his eyes, your mother continues her story, touching a deeper, more painful layer in your heart. Have you been feeling confused lately? A sense as if something is not right within your very soul. A discomfort without a clear cause? This is not your fault. It is the burden of unspoken love, of words left unsaid. There is something you have carried with you since the day your mother passed. Perhaps it's a vague sense of guilt, a regret about a final argument, about words of love left unspoken, about missed calls. There is something you have always wanted to tell her, but you never got the chance. And this is the miracle of today. Your mother has heard it all, even when you never said it out loud, even when you only thought it in the silence of the late night when you were alone. She heard every word, every apology, every declaration of love, every regret, and she wants you to know her answer through a smile choked with joy. Your mother says, "You did more than enough. You were everything I could have ever hoped for. You are my blessing in human form. Your mother says that every small act you've done to remember her, the times you lit incense, the silent prayers, the quiet moments just to think of her, the times you told stories about her to others, all of these are priceless treasures she keeps in her soul in heaven. Never, ever think that your love went unnoticed or was not big enough. To her, it was the entire world. Now, your mother wants you to let go of the pain you are still clinging to. She says she cannot fully enjoy heaven knowing that her child is still suffering on earth. Your peace is a part of her heaven, and there is an urgent warning. Your mother, with her vision from the other side, is seeing something that you have only vaguely sensed. Tell my child, she says to Archangel Michael, her voice turning serious, that someone around them is pretending to care, but their energy is wrong. Their energy is false. She felt it even before you did. That little voice whispering inside you, that feeling of unease when a certain person speaks to you. They smile, but your heart clenches. That is not paranoia. That is your mother's spiritual shield activating, her alarm system trying to protect you. She has been sending you signs, gut feelings, but now she is asking Archangel Michael to say it plainly. You need to distance yourself from this energy. That is draining your light. The reason for this urgency is that you are stepping through a very sensitive spiritual doorway. The coming season of your life is a sacred one. The decisions you make now will have a profound impact on your future. That is why she is speaking to you at this very moment. Your next decision could unlock something miraculous, a great blessing. But only if you walk in your own light, not with guilt, not with fear, but with love, the unconditional kind that she herself gave you. You thought no one understood what you were going through, that no one truly saw the pain behind your smile. But your mother did. She sees it all. And she wants you to stop pretending everything is okay when your heart is screaming for release. She says, cry if you need to. Don't be ashamed. There is healing in your tears. Every teardrop that falls is a piece of pain being washed away. That is how I will hold you. That is how I will speak to you. And then she whispers something strange. Something that makes Archangel Michael pause to contemplate. Its power, she whispers, my child thinks they are alone, but I am about to prove them wrong. Now, your mother asks one more thing, perhaps the most important in this entire message. Tell my child to forgive themselves. Her voice trembles with emotion. You have punished yourself for too long. You have punished yourself for things that were never in your control. You have blamed yourself for things you could not change. This breaks her heart. She says, you were only human, my love, and you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. I never held anything against you. So why do you do it to yourself? This is the part where the real healing begins. Right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart. Do you feel a gentle warmth? That is your mother's energy. She is there, and she is smiling, a smile of acceptance and boundless love. And her final words in this section, a whisper across the realms. Tell them I know about that mistake, and I still love them infinitely. You know what she is talking about. the thing you never dared to tell anyone. She knows, and she forgives. She loves you. The wound you carry is deeper than just sadness. It is a spiritual guilt, an invisible weight that has been on your shoulders since that fateful day. It is time to set yourself free. You've had secret thoughts that maybe you could have done something to save her, that maybe you didn't do enough. You've thought that if you had called more, if you had been there more, if you had noticed the signs sooner, things would have been different. You have feared that she left this world with a pained heart because of something you did or didn't do. And your mother, with a divine clarity and authority, is declaring that all of those thoughts could not be further from the truth. She says, her voice firm and resounding, I want my child to know this. I left this world in peace. I held your love in my hands as I crossed over. Your voice was the last thing I heard in my soul, and I carried your name with me to heaven like a treasure. You were not too late. You did not do wrong. You did not fail. Her time was divinely appointed, and she departed in serenity, enveloped in your love. What is her only wish now? I need you to forgive yourself before this year ends. That is my only wish. It is the greatest gift you could ever give me. And to help you do that, she did something that astonished even Archangel Michael. She went before the throne of God, not to plead for herself, but for you. She placed a spiritual blanket of protection round your name and whispered, Please, God, please cover them. They are still my child. She asked God to protect you for the rest of this year, to protect you from harm, from betrayal, from unexpected pain, to protect you from the waves of depression that try to return, to protect you from the profound loneliness that comes late at night, when no one understands. And God said yes. Heaven is sending more angels to surround you this very week. You might feel them. You might hear strange gusts of wind on a clear day. You might hear soft, unexplainable knocks in your home. You might hear your name whispered in a dream. This is not delusion. This is not coincidence. This is a reminder that your mother is still alive, more powerfully than ever, and that you, child of light, are loved more than your mind can comprehend. Archangel Michael holds out his hand, and a stream of warm, golden light flows from him towards you. In that light, you hear the three simplest yet most powerful words from your mother. I forgive you. She says this not because she needs to, but because she knows you need to hear it. And now, she wants you to repeat it to yourself. Your mother is speaking to the version of you that no one else sees. The version that cries alone when no one is looking. The version that carries old regrets like sharp stones in its chest. The version that feels like it failed, like it could have done more, like it missed the signs. She sees that version of you, and she loves that version just as much as she loves the small, innocent child who used to run into her arms. She does not ask you to be perfect. She only asks you to let go. You do not need to keep punishing yourself to prove your love. You have proven that love in the most complete way, just by remembering her. Her voice is now filled with golden light. Closer and more intimate than ever. The message shifts to a different tone. The warmth is still there, but now there is an element of urgency, of protection. Your mother doesn't just want to heal your past. She wants to protect your future daughters. Was said, she is warning that someone around you is pretending to care, but their energy is toxic. They could be a friend, a relative, a co-worker. They smile at you, say the right things, but behind it is jealousy, negativity, or impure intentions. She felt it even before you did. That little whisper inside you, that uneasy feeling in your gut when that person is near, that is not paranoia. That is your intuition being amplified by your mother's protection from the other side. You need to create distance. This is not advice. It is a divine directive. You do not need to cause a scene or have a confrontation. Just quietly create space. Reduce contact time. Do not share your deepest dreams and plans with them. Protect your energy as if it were a treasure, because it is. You are stepping through a very sensitive spiritual doorway. The coming season is a sacred season of growth and blessings. That is why she is speaking now. Because your next decision, who you choose to be around, who you share your energy with, could either unlock something miraculous or delay it. Walk in your own light, not with guilt, not with fear, but with love, the kind of love your mother gave you. Remember, the spiritual world is real. Archangel Michael cleared the skies, dispelling all shadows just so your soul could feel this light. This message is not random. It is a spiritual appointment. The reason you keep being drawn back to this page, unable to look away, is because your soul recognized your mother's voice even before your mind did. Your soul knows the truth. Lately, you have been doubting yourself so much. You have let negative voices, perhaps from others, or worse, from within yourself, convince you that you are too much trouble, or not good enough, or that you are somehow in other people's way. These voices are lies. They are seeds sown by darkness, with the sole purpose of obscuring the brilliant light of your soul. Archangel Michael, with his sword of light in hand, says decisively, rebuke them now. Your mother is even more indignant, not angry at you, but angry at how you have been speaking to yourself. She says, if you could only see what I see from heaven, you would never call yourself broken again. You would never dare to think you are a burden. From heaven, she doesn't see a broken person. She sees a warrior. She doesn't see a failure. She sees a survivor. She calls you radiant, divine, chosen. You have been through so much pain, yet your spirit still shines. The strength you show by getting up every morning, facing a new day with a heavy heart, that is not weakness. That is divine strength. Heaven is planning something special around you in the next 3 days. This is not happening behind your back, but to protect you. You have been chosen to receive a blessing that others around you will never be allowed to touch. And it is coming very quickly. However, not everyone will be happy about it. Archangel Michael confirms your mother's warning. Someone in your circle who pretends to support you will feel threatened by your light when this blessing arrives. Your mother says this person has sent jealous energy your way more than once. You felt it, the strange tension in the air when they are near, the unease in your gut. Do not ignore it this time. You ignored your intuition before and paid the price, but now your mother is speaking forcefully. Protect your peace. Do not explain your blessings to those who are unworthy, and never, ever dim your light just to make others feel comfortable. The miracle coming your way is not small. It will shock you in the best possible way, and your mother will be the one delivering it with your name on it, stamped with heaven's divine timing. But it can only arrive if you don't give up, if you protect your energy, if you believe. Now is the time for good news. The energy shifts from protection to promise. The pain of the past is being healed, and the future is being illuminated by waiting blessings. Your mother says you are closer than ever to something incredibly beautiful. A long-lost wish, something you prayed for desperately as a child, but had given up hope on, is on its way back to you. She has seen it in heaven. She has personally whispered that wish of yours to God and the angels. She is doing everything in her power to ensure you receive it. But there is a part you must play. You must keep believing. If you give up now, if you sink into despair and doubt, you will stop just seconds before that miracle arrives. This is precisely why she is trying to reach you so urgently. This is why Archangel Michael has interrupted your day. They do not want you to miss what is destined for you. Archangel Michael holds out his palm. Upon it, a scroll shimmering with light suddenly appears. It is a divine decree from heaven, and your name is written on it in letters of gold. The decree reads, "A spiritual inheritance is being released to you." What does this mean? It means something that belongs to your lineage, a blessing you were meant to receive, perhaps financial prosperity, a fated love, mental clarity, physical healing, even land or a life-changing opportunity is finally being released to you. It was blocked by negative energies, by your own doubt, but now the gate is open, and the one who interceded for you in heaven, the one who fought for you to have it, was none other than your mother. She has been your advocate in the court of heaven, and she just won the case. But Archangel Michael issues an important warning. Do not go back to the people or places that broke you. Do not go back to the old habits that held you back. Otherwise, this blessing will be delayed. Your mother adds, the moment you completely choose your peace, choose your light, everything will change. In the next 9 days, pay attention. A small miracle will arrive in your life. It might be an unexpected windfall, an undeniable sign, a moment of divine synchronicity that will make you stop and say, wow. But your mother says it will only come if you do not ignore this message, if you hold it in your heart. That is why you were told not to click away, why your soul was drawn here. This moment is a spiritual contract. You promised your mother, even before you were born, that you would listen when heaven finally pierced the veil. And there is a bigger reward waiting. You have been through so much pain, but your spirit still shines. There were people who tried to break you, and they failed. You are still here, still breathing, still listening, still carrying love in your heart when you have every reason to be jaded and bitter. That is not weakness. That is divine strength. And because you are still here, heaven is about to reward you. Archangel Michael says, his voice echoing with authority, in the next 6 weeks, something life-altering will happen. It could be a major financial breakthrough, a destined relationship entering your life, A letter arriving with news you've long awaited, an opportunity to own a home, a miraculous healing for a chronic illness, a heart that once left you now returning. Whatever it is directly connected to your mother's ultimate wish for you. And that wish is, live fully, boldly, joyfully. Don't live as if you are waiting for death. Live as if I am right beside you, because I am. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are a miracle in the making. Your mother says you have no idea how important you are to heaven's plan. You have a great purpose. You are about to impact the lives of others in ways you cannot imagine. That is why the darkness tried so hard to destroy you, but failed. Your pain did not bury you. It was cultivating you. Your losses do not define you. They are refining you. Even now, as you read these lines, your mother is working for you from the other side. She is helping to move important paperwork in heaven in your favor. She is whispering into the hearts of people who can help you. She is arranging opportunities you haven't even seen yet. She is standing at the gates of heaven, calling your name and saying, God, please bless my child next. They have suffered enough. And heaven always listens to a mother's cry. That is why everything will begin to change for you. Starting now, it might be quiet at first, then all at once. You will know it's her. You will feel it as a warm breeze on your skin on a cold day, a chill on your back in a closed room. A scent you haven't smelled in years suddenly filling the air. That is not nostalgia. That is a visitation. The pain you have carried for so long has been transmuted. In the economy of the universe, your tears have become spiritual currency. And now it is your payday. You are about to be paid in peace, compensated with clarity, and above all, you are about to feel free in ways you forgot were possible. Archangel Michael is smiling. He says, your next 7 weeks will blossom in ways that will confuse your enemies and comfort your soul. You have entered your divine timing. Don't think your best days are behind you. That is a lie of despair. Your mother wants you to live, truly live. Love without fear. Dance in your living room when you want to. Cry when you need to. Speak your truth. Protect your peace. And believe that not every goodbye is the end. You are entering a new season. The grief does not disappear completely, but it changes. It transforms into a sacred memory, a gentle strength, a reason to smile tenderly when you hear her favorite song, smell her favorite food, or see the moon shining brightly. You are allowed to live a full, wild, and joyful life, even while you still miss her. In fact, that is the very best way to honor her. She wants that for you, and so does God. You are becoming more like her every day. You carry her smile in your own. You carry her prayers in your bones. You carry her light in your eyes. This communication is not a one-time event. It is the beginning of a new dialogue. Your mother will continue to send signs, and now you know how to recognize them. Pay attention to your dreams. She visits often, but your conscious mind usually forgets upon waking. Try keeping a notebook by your bed and writing down anything. You remember the moment you open your eyes. Pay attention to sudden feelings. A sense of being kissed on the forehead. A feeling of being hugged from behind. A familiar scent. A sudden sense of peace. Those are her attempts to reach out. Last night, she visited, manifested as the breeze by the curtain, the flickering bedroom light, the phone glitching at 11 a.m. Be alert for similar glitches. Now, your mother has just said something that made Archangel Michael take a step back. In awe, she said, "Tell my child to check under their bed, or in that old box they haven't touched in years. There is something there that still holds my energy, and when they find it, they will know it's me." She doesn't say what it is. She just smiles mysteriously, but she insists you will recognize it the moment you see it. It could be a letter you thought was lost, an old photo you forgot you saved, a gift that was never opened, or something as small as a handkerchief, a ring, or a napkin with a few words hastily written in her hand. That item is no longer just a keepsake. It has become a vessel that she has been pouring her presence into for months, just waiting for the right moment for you to rediscover it. And this is that moment. Go find it. And there is one final mystery she wants you to uncover. There is a photograph of her hidden or forgotten somewhere in your home that you have not seen in years. Maybe it's in an old drawer, a dusty photo album, or even in an old folder on your computer. She says, find it, hold it in your hands, talk to it, and when you do, something miraculous will happen. The photo might grow warm in your hands. The lights in the room might flicker, or a single tear might roll down your cheek, but not a tear of pain. It will be the moment your soul fully synchronizes with her vibration. In that moment, the final part of this message will be sealed in your soul. You will no longer grieve for her in the same way. You will remember her with strength. You will feel her walking beside you as you step into your life's purpose. Pay attention to the birds. Your mother just said, tell them the birds are part of my sign. Have you been seeing them lately? A bird that keeps perching near your window? A feather that suddenly falls right in front of you? A flock of birds flying in a strange pattern in the sky? That is her. It has always been her. Pay attention. Her signs through these winged creatures are about to increase. Pay attention to the numbers. You will also hear her in numbers, repeating numbers like 111, 222, 555, especially the number 317, the time of her visit, and 111, the time she was there last night. They will appear on clocks, license plates, receipts. She is playing with the clocks of this world just to get your attention. You can laugh, you can doubt, but she will keep sending them. Because love never gives up. This message, this entire experience, is your mother's knock on the door. She says, if I could knock on your door right now, I would. But instead, I will knock on your soul. This message is my knock. This message is your awakening. The message is nearing its end, but your journey is just beginning. Now is the time for you to act, to turn these sacred words into reality in your life. Your mother wants you to do one specific thing tonight. She wants you to write a letter. Write me a letter, she says. Say all the things you never got to say. Write down the regrets, the love, the questions. Hold nothing back. Don't try to write it beautifully or perfectly. I just want your truth, your heart. Then fold it and sleep with it under your pillow. I promise I will read it tonight. Archangel Michael confirms that this is not a joke or a spiritual metaphor. This is a real act of soul-to-soul, earth-to-heaven communication. God allows these miracles to happen when a heart is open. And your heart, right now, is ready. Write that letter. Then watch what begins to change. Doors will open. The pain will soften. Answers will appear in unexpected ways. The dreams will return. Your name will be mentioned in rooms you've never entered. And your soul will feel something it hasn't felt in years, a full embrace from your mother. Cry to heal, as she said. Let them cry. Let it all out, for in their tears, I will wash their hearts clean. Don't hold back anymore. And breathe. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, stop. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and feel. Feel her energy there, smiling at you. Learn to let go, not because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to do so. You are at a turning point. Your next decision can unlock something miraculous, but only if you walk in your light, not with guilt, not with fear, but with love. You have walked through enough darkness. Now, walk towards the light. Live fully, boldly, joyfully. Don't live as if you are waiting for death. Live as if she is right beside you, cheering you on, because she is. You are not cursed, not forgotten, not broken. You are a miracle in motion. Live. Love without fear. Dance when you want to, cry when you need to, speak your truth, protect your peace, and believe that not every goodbye is the end. You are allowed to live a full, wild, and joyful life, even while you still miss her. She wants that for you, and so does God. And there is one last piece of advice from her. Her voice is gentle but firm. Don't get hard now. That's not you, even. After all the betrayal, the loss, the fake friends, the people who disappeared after making promises, she says, stay soft, stay sacred, stay kind. That's how I raised you. That's who you are. Your true strength lies in that softness. Now, here is the final call to action. If you have felt your mother's presence, even a faint flicker, if your heart stirred even a little while reading this message, press the subscribe button now. Do it, not as a routine habit, but as a sacred act of affirmation. It is your way of saying yes to the universe. Yes, I want to receive more messages. Yes, I am ready for healing. Yes, Mom, speak to me again. And yes, I am ready to receive all the divine gifts you are sending my way. Keep her memory alive. Feel her hug in the wind. And live the life she always dreamed for you. She is watching. She is proud. She is always with you. If you ever forget this moment, if doubt creeps back into your mind, come back and read this message as many times as you like. Her voice lives in these words. Her light lives in your breath, and her love is eternal. When you finish this message, do not simply go back to your day as if nothing happened. Do something small to honor her light. Light a candle. Look at a picture of her. Write a few lines to her. Say her name out loud. Or simply place your hand on your heart and whisper, I know you're still here. Because she is. And if you ever forget this message, it will still be here. She will still be speaking through it, and Archangel Michael will still be watching, waiting for the next moment. Heaven allows her to visit. You are more loved than you know, more guided than you feel, and your miracle is already on its way. Tonight, before you sleep, angels will surround your room, and your mother will kiss your soul. If this message felt like it was written just for you, it was. You did not find this. You were sent here. Let her speak again, because next time, it may not just be her. It might be your father, your departed soulmate, or even God himself. This is only the beginning. Finally, there is one thing your mother did not say in words, but is screaming through every ray of light that now surrounds you. You are so much stronger than you think, and you are about to prove it to yourself. You have been telling yourself that you are tired, that you are lost, that you are too far gone to ever feel whole again. But your mother sees the truth. She sees the fire in your soul, the spark that never went out even when the storms of life tried to extinguish it. She sees the version of you that heaven is preparing to release, a version that walks into a room and changes the entire frequency, a version that remembers who it truly is. And tonight, she wants you to do one last thing. Stand in front of a mirror, or just say it out loud in the room. Declare it to the universe. Say, I am my mother's miracle. I am heaven's intention. I am not finished. Because you are not finished, you have people to meet, love to receive, places to walk where her spirit will follow closely behind, laughter that will yet echo through time, and one day you will have a story to tell, a story of how you thought you were breaking, but really, heaven was just recreating you into a masterpiece. Memorize this moment, etch it into your heart. Let this be the moment you decide to come back to life fully, not just to exist, but to live. Act now. Affirm your connection. Subscribe. Share this message with someone else you feel needs to hear it too. Every action you take is a signal to heaven that you are ready, and heaven is waiting to pour out its blessings upon you. Your change begins now. Thank you for listening to the sharing of divine wisdom, spiritual protection, and angelic guidance inspired by the Archangel Michael Says Daily channel. If you find it interesting, please subscribe and look forward to the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.